missing one of the players, and Springfield did a much easier job beating them here at home.
That's exactly right. Back on December the 17th, Marple came to Springfield, and their leading scorer, Haley Levy, did not play that night. And even though Impriano and Mastardi had a good game, the leading scorer for Springfield was Lexi Aaron, and as we all know, she suffered a season-ending injury, so Springfield's leading scorer from that game is not available to the Cougars this afternoon.
Yeah, but as we've talked, if you play good defense, you're in the game, and anything can happen at the end of the game. A lot of last-minute wins for the Cougars this year, so they've hung tough in these tight games, and they're going to have to do it today with their junior leadership. I think today we're going to have to be a little more balanced. Marple knows Caitlin Kearney is the leading scorer on the Cougars, and I'm sure they're going to really do a job on her and make it very difficult to score. So we're going to have to see Mia Valerio, Annabelle Crate, or even Hunyet step up here and score some points, at least 6-8 points for the Cougars today.
So I did some number crunching with these two teams. It turns out that Springfield has averaged 39.4 points per game this season. Marple has averaged giving up 39.4 points per game this season. However, the likely story of this game, I want to see if you agree with this, is that while Marple has averaged 48.3 on the offensive end, Springfield has only given up 31.4 to their opponents. Springfield is the second best defensive team in the Central League, and the scores of the two games were 42-36 Springfield and 29-28 Springfield. In fact, this season, when Springfield has given up 36 or fewer points, the Cougars are 14-3.
Yeah, I mean, I'll make a statement now. If Marple gets anywhere near 48 points, I think the Lady Cougars will be in trouble. This game's got to be played in the 30s for the Cougars to win, unless Caitlin Kearney goes off and does a 20 number on them, and I don't see that happening, but let's see where we go.
The other thing I noticed about Marple from looking at some of the box scores during the year, they're very balanced. They have two seniors, Haley Levy and Nikki Mastardi. And you mentioned the other two juniors who have been starting since they were freshmen, Mary O'Brien and Brooke Impriano. There have been many games where all four of those kids are getting double digits in points or close to it. So there's not like one big star for Marple that Springfield can look to close down. This may come down to what it usually does. Can shots be made, and how tough is the defense by each team?
Yeah, and it could come down to free throws. We've talked about it all along that we got to step up and make those free throws with less than 3 minutes to go in the game, and that could be critical here today.
In that first win back in December, to your exact point, Mia Valerio had 13 points, and in the fourth quarter she was 8 for 10 from the free throw line. And now, here are the starting lineups. First for the Tigers of Marple Newtown High School. First starter is number 1, a junior guard, Mary O'Brien. Senior number 15, Haley Levy. The next starter is a sophomore, number 21, Ellie DeBona. Another senior is next out, number 23, Nikki Mastardi. And the final starter for Marple Newtown today is a junior, number 34, Brooke Impriano. So Marple starts 2 seniors, 2 juniors, and a sophomore today. And now, here's the starting lineup for your hometown Cougars at Springfield High School. First out is junior Sophia Ward. Get used to hearing that word, junior. Taylor Hunyet, a junior, next out for Springfield, number 35. Junior number 42, Annabelle Crate. Next starter is number 10, a junior, Caitlin Kearney. And the final starter, the point guard, the player who runs the offense, number 41, a junior, Mia Valerio. Springfield starts 5 members of the junior class in this semifinal Central League playoff game. We now invite all of you to join us here in the gym in honoring America with the playing of our national anthem.
Don, the one advantage the Lady Cougars bring is they have experience. These girls have played since they've been freshmen, and they've been district champions last year. They've been in Central League playoffs. They ran the Central League last year and won, so that will be a benefit here, especially in the first half, I think. If Marple has any jitters here in the first half, the Lady Cougars need to take advantage of that.
Marple qualified for this semifinal game as the 3 seed with a 48-37 win over Radnor earlier in the week. In the other playing game, and I was surprised by the margin of victory here, the 5 seed Garnet Valley rolled over the 4 seed Harrington 47-30. I watched that game on YouTube, and Garnet really banged the boards. They dominated.
They have size for sure, and they can match up against Haverford today with size.
So we're about ready to get going with the Central League semifinal game. The tip goes to Marple, but the dribble by Mary O'Brien hits the sideline, so it will be Cougar ball. Kearney and Valerio in the backcourt. Marple played man-to-man the entire game against Radnor, and they start out that way today.
And just amazing. Coach Manico's looking for any edge. She wanted to make sure at that ref that wasn't off the jump. That was a turnover on Marple. Springfield still has possession.
Mia back to Annabelle Crate. Shots up. No good. Fight for the rebound down to Caitlin Kearney. Up and good. And the Cougars draw first blood at 2-0. Here come the Tigers. Now it's Nikki Mastardi with it. Ball's over to Mary O'Brien. Shots blocked. Good defense by Springfield.
Yeah, great help by Sophia Ward. Left their player there.
Valerio, guarded by DeBona. Goes inside. Shot's no good. Tough shot to miss there. Here comes Marple. Mary O'Brien has the ball.
No surprise, Mia Valerio and Mastardi.
This is Levy, guarded by Hunyed. That was Impriano, guarded by Hunyed. Shots up, no good. Crate is on Levy. We played a minute 20 into the first quarter. Cougars up 2-0. Valerio to Crate. Annabelle to Caitlin. To Valerio into the corner to Sophia Ward. To Crate. Thought about the jump shot. Drives to the lane, goes up with a shot, no good.
They're good moves, but you got to finish them. That's what we want.
Marple with the ball. It's Mastardi. The ball knocked away. Almost saved, almost stolen. Retrieved by Mary O'Brien. Marple retains possession. A little bit of jitters here at the beginning of the game. I'm sure things will calm down on both sides. inadvertent pass, but it's picked up by Nikki Mastardi. Long three-point shots, up and good. Nothing but net by Nikki Mastardi. The senior guard gives Marple a 3-2 lead. Well, that certainly was a beautiful shot.
Yeah, and that was that was long distance. So Caitlin Kearney's got to look maybe to hit one from that far too.
This game is well attended by the student bodies of both teams. So if you hear some noise, that's who's making it. A personal foul is called on Nikki Mastardi. First foul of the game for either team. Sophia Ward triggers an inbounds pass to Kearney. Caitlin. Over to Ward. Sophia with the left hand gets it to Annabelle Crate. Gets it to Kearney. Puts up a floater. No good. Ball's knocked out of bounds by Springfield. Cougars show full court pressure. Mastardi to bring it in. That's Mary O'Brien with it. Cougars back off. Ball's into the paint, stolen by Taylor Hunyet. Another turnover by Marple.
Yeah, we got to see if we can get Taylor Hunyet going here. Get her a shot from the corner.
Valerio to Crate. Annabelle into the basket. Shots up around this time. It goes in. I like to see her persistence going to the glass like that. They're going to drop, and that one did. So Springfield takes the lead at 4-3. Another three-point shot from Marple is no good. Scramble for the ball. Sophia Ward gets it. Ball's loose on the floor. We're going to have a tie-up. Possession arrow belongs to Springfield. Those blue and gold kids are always flying on the floor, Don.
They really do.
Never-ending hustle by Springfield.
It's all team defense. It's all team hustle. They all go after it really well.
Valerio with it. Over to Hunyet. Taylor to Crate. Annabelle, top of the key. Looking to pass it. Annabelle down the lane. In she goes. Shots up and good. Another deuce for Annabelle Crate. That's 4 for her on the game.
That's a great sign. Just keep it going.
Around the perimeter to the open three-point shooter. Well, after watching those two rainbows, Don, I think whoever's covering Mastardi needs to move out a few feet.
Yeah, it's Mia. Mia will. Don't you worry.
Wow.
She'll be on her next time down.
Those are two beautiful three-point shots by Nikki Mastardi. Ties the game at 6. Kearney over to Valerio. To Crate. Annabelle. Working on Levy. And another good basket by Annabelle. This is interesting. It seems like Coach McNichol wants to try to take advantage of the Crate versus Levy play on the offensive side of the...
Yeah, actually on that last time down, it was Impriana that was covering her, and she's generally a softer defender, you can see. She's more about offense. Levy's a tough player. She's got good physical strength.
So maybe they've made that change. It didn't work that time. Annabelle looked strong to the glass. There goes O'Brien for the left-handed layup. Good move to the glass by Mary O'Brien. And we're tied at 8. Valerio with it. Over to Kearney. There goes Caitlin to the glass. Shot's no good. Mary O'Brien gets it over to Impriano. Correct. Yeah, that's right. No, that was Nikki Mastardi. Correction. Back to Mary O'Brien.
I can't figure O'Brien out whether she's left-handed or not. That was a straight drive left hand. I'm not sure if she's lefty or righty.
It's O'Brien with it. Mary to the corner. Brooke Impriano. Shot's no good. Excellent defensive rebounding position by Annabelle Craig. Gets the rebound for Springfield. Here come the Cougars. There goes Mia to the glass. Shots up a little strong. Just Mastardi with it. Back out to O'Brien. We have a stoppage play. Something's on the floor. That was a good job by that referee.
Yeah, he saw something laying on the floor.
Boy, that's one way to twist an ankle. Good job by the PIAA referee to see that. Nicky Mastardi to bring the ball in for Marple. He gets it to O'Brien. Mary. Back to Nicky. Mastardi to the glass. Left-handed floater. Nicky Mastardi is having herself a first quarter. That's 8 points already for Nicky. 3-point shot. Rounded out by Caitlin Kearney. Fight for the rebound. Going to have a foul called on Springfield. A personal foul is on Molly Clifford. Molly just entered the game for the Cougars. So with 1:18 to go, Marple's up by 2 and has the ball. Mastardi. Over to O'Brien. Mary O'Brien. Now guarded by Annabelle Crate. Gets it into the paint. Ball knocked away, but retrieved nicely by Ellie DeBona. Back out to Mary O'Brien. We're down to 49 seconds remaining in the first quarter. O'Brien, top of the key. Impriano with it. That's DeBona. Back out. Impriano. She looks left-handed, Don. This is Mastardi. Guarded tightly by Mia Valerio.
That was close to a 5-second call. They should have. I don't know if the ref realized that.
Mary O'Brien looking for some direction from head coach Ryan Wolski. They're going to go for one. We're down to 17 seconds left in the first quarter. O'Brien, top of the key. Stolen by Mia Valerio. Down the floor to Annabelle Crate. Annabelle to the glass. Knocked away nicely by Nicky Mastardi. She actually knocked it off with the Springfield player, and they're going to give the possession to the Tigers.
That was great hustle by Mastardi to sprint back there.
We're inside of 1 second. So that will be the end of the first quarter of play. With the score, the visiting Tigers of Marple Newtown 10 and your hometown Cougars of Springfield 8. Seems like there's two primary scorers so
yeah,
far.
I mean, I think from both teams, the coaching staff's really happy. Mastardi gets off big time with 2 threes, and then at 2, she's got 8 points in a quarter. And big surprise for the Cougars, Annabelle Crate leads them with 6. So I think overall it's a great quarter for both teams because they did play good defense. But we'll see if we can continue this on. Believe me, Mia Valerio is not going to let Mastardi get off with some more threes here. She's going to be in her face.
So here's even some more fun for all of us, Don. At the district level, both Springfield and Marple compete at the 5A level. And while this is still moving a little bit, there's a very decent chance that Springfield will end up with the 1 seed and Marple will end up with the 2 seed. It depends on whether and who has games remaining that are not part of league playoffs. League playoff games like this one do not count for district seedings. So Upper Moreland is only .022 behind Marple, so they could flop. But regardless of what happens in this game or in Monday night Central League Championship game, both of these schools will be back at it in districts. They'll both have a bye in the first round, and we might see each other again in district play. We'll see.
A 4th time. That's what's great about the Central League. You see your teams in your size twice. And then again, here you got a playoff opportunity.
Marple has the first possession here in the second quarter. Could have been a travel call there, but nothing rung up. Shots up short. Annabelle Crate gets it despite being held. Gets the ball over to Valerio. Clifford to Hunyet. Back to Molly. Back out to Mia.
Yeah, Taylor Hunyet's got to help us here. She's got to look to shoot, yeah. She's got a nice shot. Just get in her corner where she likes to be. Marple jumped into a man here. Let's see if we can get Caitlin Kearney open.
There's Taylor's shot. A little bit strong. Rebound taken down by Marple. Here come the Tigers. Nikki Mastardi with it. Over to O'Brien. Mary. Cross court to Haley Levy. There goes Mastardi to the basket. Another 2 points for Nikki Mastardi. She's one of only 2 seniors that started in this game today, and she's showing that she's got that experience.
She's battle tested. She started her first 2 years at Archbishop Carroll, so she's played in the Catholic League. She knows tough basketball games, and she's in one here tonight.
Crate in the paint, going to the basket, puts up the shot and scores. Annabelle Crate with another strong move to the basket. That's 4 in a row for Annabelle. O'Brien to Impriano. Brooke to the lane. They called the block on Annabelle Crate. That's only Annabelle's first personal foul. Team foul number 2 on Springfield. Brooke Impriano going to the line, shooting 2. First one's in the air, around and in. Nice touch by the junior forward at Marple Newtown High School. Second free throw coming for Brooke. That free throw is also good. Marple regains their 4-point lead as we approach the 6-minute mark remaining until halftime. Kearney over to Hunyet, to Molly Clifford. Molly to Hunyet. Dribbles it to the wing, gets it back to Annabelle. Back out to Mia. Mia to Crate. Annabelle moving in. Goes up with the left hand. Gets fouled. I know I keep saying it, Tom, but this is the primary strategy so far in this game. Work it down to Annabelle.
Yeah, I mean, she can get to the basket with a couple dribbles. She's got a softer defender on her.
First free throw's up and short. Second free throw coming for Annabelle. She's standing right in front of about 100 Marple kids yelling at her.
Yeah, they've traveled well today.
Second free throw's up and good. That quiets them down. So Coach McNichol would like a 30-second timeout.
So Mastardi looks like she's on a mission today in the first half for sure. She's got 10. And the Cougars, Mia's just going to have to tighten up on her, try to take her out of the game. And Annabelle's been doing a great job on Levy, their other leading scorer. So it's really not. It's all been Mastardi. If we can put her, slow her up a little bit, and the Cougars keep going, either Annabelle or get Caitlin Kearney on the board, hopefully it'll jump back into this game.
In the other semifinal game today, it also started at noontime. The Jaguars of Garnet Valley traveled out to Haverford to play the Fords. I really like the way these semifinals worked out. Arguably the 2 best big schools, Haverford and Garnet, are playing each other. And then in the smaller school bracket, Marple and Springfield are arguably the best 2 schools. So the championship game on Monday will be one of the best big schools and one of the best.
Yeah, it's interesting. It's great that it worked out that way, actually.
So as play resumes, we have 5:35 remaining in the first half. Marple enjoying a 3-point lead. They have the ball. Mary O'Brien to Impriano. Down low to Levy. Levy goes up. Shot's no good. Excellent defense by Annabelle Crate. Tremendous job by Crate on Levy there. Corner shot Hunyet rattles it in for three. Taylor Hunyet. I love those rattle trays, Don. That rattled right through.
And that gets Taylor's confidence going. She's got to keep finding her spot.
That ties the game at 14. O'Brien. Back out to Impriano. Over to Mary O'Brien. Double teamed. To Nikki Mastardi. Double team forces the turnover. Good job by the two guards for Springfield. Kearney and Valerio double teamed her.
Yeah,
she panicked a bit and threw it over her.
Mia saw Mastardi had her back turned, took the advantage of that, went double teamed her real quick, caused the turnover.
So the Cougars have a chance to go back out in front. It's Molly Clifford with the ball to Kearney. Caitlin dribbles towards the baseline. Corner to Kearney. It's her shot.
Nope.
A little short. Marple's done a good job on Kearney so far today. O'Brien with the ball, backs it out. Over to Brooke Impriano, almost a steal. Mastardi has it. Out to the wing. O'Brien. He's thinking about shooting there, but backed it out. She's guarded by Taylor Hunyed. Over to Levy. Haley, top of the key. Well, that was Impriano to Levy. Ball's over to Mary O'Brien, puts up a driving layup that's no good, but she gets fouled on the play. So junior guard Mary O'Brien will step to the free throw line, shooting two. Only been 5 total fouls in the first half so far, Don.
They got to figure out Taylor's got, Annabelle's got 2 here, so they're going to bring in Grace Ellis.
First shot's around and in. Grace Ellis comes into the game for Springfield to give Annabelle Crate a well-deserved rest. Second free throw coming for O'Brien. It's in the air, a little short, but rolls in. Very nice rotation on that soft free throw. Got the roll, and 2 free throws are made by Mary O'Brien. The Tigers go up by 2. Clifford with the ball to Crate. Kearney back to Clifford. Molly. Clifford to Kearney. Kearney for 3. It's good. Caitlin Kearney from downtown gives Springfield a 1-point lead with 3:11 to go here before halftime. Driving shot by Mastardi. That's going to be an offensive foul. Player control foul called on Nikki Mastardi. That's 2 personal fouls on her. And with that, Marple's first substitute, Catherine Kirby, a sophomore, checks into the game to replace Nikki Mastardi. You'll have to keep an eye on that one, Don.
Yep. 3 minutes to go till half, so Marple's just lost their top scorer for 3 minutes.
Well, Springfield with a 1-point lead and the ball. Valerio runs the offense. Mia to Clifford. Thought about the shot. Backs it out to Valerio. Mia for 3. Little strong. Good fight by Molly Clifford. They're going to call a foul on Ellie DeBona. Great hustle by Molly Clifford to grab that ball.
Yeah, just a freshman, too. So she's got a lot of great minutes this year, and she can definitely contribute in this playoff game.
Valerio into the corner to Kearney. She brings it into the paint, goes up for the layup, a little short. Had the right idea. Talk about finishing. Got to finish that one, too.
Yep.
But it'll come with experience. O'Brien with it. 2.5 minutes to go before halftime. Have a push. Fouls on Caitlin Kearney. That's her first. That'll get Cora Fattori up. She'll replace Molly Clifford. This is Catherine Kirby, a sophomore guard, bringing the ball in for the Tigers. She gets it into O'Brien. Guarded by Caitlin Kearney. Into the lane, back out to Kirby. Kirby over to O'Brien. Down the lane goes O'Brien. Shots up, no good. Fight for the rebound. Caitlin with it. Ball went off of the Springfield player. Looks like she knocked it off the Marple player.
Yeah. They just changed it. He got
correction.
help.
She intentionally threw it off the Marple player, and the referee said Marple ball,
Yeah,
but he
got it right.
They got it right.
They better be good. The evaluator's sitting right next to my wife here.
Mia Valerio with the ball for the Cougars. We have 1:54 to go in the second quarter. Valerio. Guarded by DeBona. To Fattori. To Kearney. Back to Mia. Cougars being very deliberate here. There's a travel on Cora Fattori. Took a little shuffle step there instead of just one.
But I like when she comes in. She can create her own shot, which is great for a sophomore. That's wonderful that she's got the mentality to think about doing that. So with Annabelle out, we need another score.
Mary O'Brien deliberately brings the ball up the floor. Cross court to Catherine Kirby. Kirby to Impriano. Back to Kirby.
So you can see Marple's totally different when Mastardi's out of the game. They're trying to get Levy down low here is what they're working at. But they're taking so much more time than they normally do.
DeBona into the corner. There's Impriano with it. Down low, there's Levy. Shots up, no good. They're going to foul a call on Hunyed. Taylor doesn't like the call, so she went straight up. And the player rolled into her, but the referees saw it differently. So senior forward Haley Levy will step to the free throw line to try to give her team the lead with 2 free throws. First one's in the air, in the bucket. Marple's shooting free throws well today.
They are, yeah. 5 for 5 right now.
That's one way to win a basketball game. Second free throw in the air. And now the Tigers are 6 for 6. They have a 1-point lead. We're inside 1 minute remaining in the first half. Mia Valerio. Cross court to Fattori. Cora to Caitlin Kearney. Back to Mia Valerio. To Hunyed. Springfield playing catch around the perimeter. Fattori with it. Hunyed. Have a timeout.
I think Coach Minick wants to set up a set play here. Run it down probably to about 11 or 10 seconds and then run their play.
On the boys' side of things today in Central League playoffs, at 4 o'clock, Haverford, who is hotter than a firecracker right now, they just knocked off Lower Merion the other day. They'll be at Radnor. And Conestoga, who pulled a bit of a surprise in their playing game, they have the joy of going up to Lower Merion for a game at 6 p.m. Most of the pundits have a Haverford versus Lower Merion Central League final, but who knows? It's been a wild and wacky season this year.
Yeah, those teams are all athletic. Conestoga's got a 6'10 kid, and Lower Merion has lost to 2 of those teams already this year, so that should be a wild semifinal also.
So Springfield's down a point, has the ball. 23.6 seconds remaining in the first half. Look for the Cougars to try to work it around for the final shot.
Interesting, they brought Annabelle back into the game here for the last shot.
Try to take the lead at halftime. We're at 13 seconds. 10 seconds. Cougars started. Crate, top of the key. Annabelle works it down into the corner. Fattori for 3. No good. Shot a little bit too strong. That will be the end of the first half of play. With the score, the visiting Tigers of Marple Newtown 18 and your hometown Cougars of Springfield 17. Springfield outscored Marple 9-8 in that second quarter to cut the 2-point deficit after 1 quarter down to the margin of just a single point as we get ready for the final 16 minutes of action here in this semifinal Central League playoff game.
So it's interesting. I mean, the game started off defensively. The second quarter kind of followed suit. So I don't think we're going to get anywhere near 48, especially with Mastardi with 2 fouls. She did have 10 in the first half. Looking at the Cougars scoring, Caitlin Kearney had 5. Taylor Hunyett hit that big 3, and then Annabelle Kreit chipped in with 9. She's the one that got us going in the first quarter. And for Marple, Mastardi with big hot first half with 10. Levy contributed 2. O'Brien had 4, and then Brianna had 2 for Marple. So no surprises. They're the Marple scorers. And a big surprise, Annabelle Kreit leading us in scoring the first half, which is great to see for the Lady Cougars.
So with that, we'll take about a 5-minute break. We encourage you all to come back for what will be a super exciting second half of semifinal Central League girls basketball action. Pretty soon we're going to know who's going to play in the championship game for the Central League on Monday night.
And I think the big thing is they come out of the locker room and they really put their foot on the pedal here for the defense and see if we can't get back up by 4 or 6 points here before the end of that third quarter.
So we'll see everybody in about 5. Welcome back to the Blue Gym at the new Springfield High School. We're at halftime in the semifinal Central League girls basketball playoff game. The visiting Tigers of Marple Newtown have a 1-point lead over Springfield, 18-17. Don, it's really been a back and forth, super tight game, just as we expected it would be.
Yeah, I mean, two evenly matched teams that fought it out during the year to pretty close games. And there's no surprises here. Both teams playing good defense and just looking for ways to take certain players out of the game. We did a great job on Levy in the first half, and credit Annabelle Crite for most of that. And then Mia Valeria, you will see, I'm sure, will shut down Mastardi here in the second half. So it's going to be a great second half. Nobody in foul trouble, really. Mastardi's got 2, Annabelle Crite's got 2. They're the only 2 starters with 2 fouls.
So let's talk about district playoffs for a minute. The Central League is going to be very well represented. 8 of the 12 Central League schools are going to qualify for districts. At the big school level, the 6A level, Haverford is the 9 seed, Garnet Valley is the 14 seed, and Conestoga is the 17 seed. 24 teams make it at that level. There's 44 total schools, or 43 total schools at the 6A level. At the 5A level, 5 of the 6 Central League teams are in it. Springfield right now is number 1. Marple is number 2. Harrington is 5. Radnor is 6. And Pencrest is 11. Even Strathaven, who is at 14, is only a couple spots out of the playoffs. 12 teams will qualify for districts at the 5A level. The top 4 will get a bye in the first round, while the other 8 teams play each other, and then it's off to quarterfinals. That quarterfinal game, by the way, will be here at Springfield High School on Tuesday, February 22nd, against an opponent to be named later. At this point, it could be either Mount St. Joseph's or Marion Mercy. They're currently in the 8-9 positions, and Springfield, if they hang on to that 1 seed, which they probably will get the winner of that game on the 22nd of March. Now, back to the matter at hand. Marple and Springfield trying to make it to the finals of the Central League Championship on Monday. Cougars with the ball first here in the third quarter. Kearney, floater, up and good. Good shot by Caitlin. It'd be good to see her get going here in the third quarter.
Yeah, you know she's confident, so just got to get her spots where she can get her shot off.
Nice, gentle floater up and in by Caitlin Kearney. And we're on the seesaw. Springfield now with a 1-point lead. This is Nikki Mastardi with it, double teamed. Down to the baseline, down low. Shot put up with the left hand, around and out. That's a good rebound by Haley Levy. That was a strong effort by the senior. Misses her short shot, but gets her own rebound with the putback. Puts Marple up by 1.
Yeah, Sophia Ward got caught on her as Annabelle switched out front.
We have a block called on Marple. A personal is going to be called on Mary O'Brien. It's only her first personal foul. First team foul here for either school in the second half. Kearney into Valerio. Mia over to Hunyet. Taylor back to Mia. Hunyet to Kearney. Thought about the shot. Annabelle Crite to Kearney, guarded tightly by Brooke Impriano. Caitlin Kearney with a 2-point shot. Good start for the junior.
Yeah, for sure. We just got to get a stop here. Don't let Levy get going here.
O'Brien, guarded by Kearney. Gets it over to Mastardi, guarded by Mia Valerio. Since that first quarter, Don, you predicted that Mia's quieted down Nikki Mastardi. She rattled off 8 points real quick in that first quarter. Not much since. Good defense by Taylor Hunyet. Trying to get it into Brooke Impriano.
Yeah, we got to be careful. Sophia Ward's getting caught on switches here on one of the taller players. That's a tough matchup for her.
Mastardi out to O'Brien, guarded by Kearney. Mary O'Brien going to the basket, shots up, around and out. Annabelle Crite with the rebound for Springfield, and here come the Cougars. Kearney looking shooterish. Backs it out, gets it to Crate. Back to Caitlin. Crossover dribble to the glass, puts it up and under. Got too far under, hit the underside of the backboard, and Marple comes down with the rebound. Goes Mastardi. Good give and go pass to Haley Levy. Mastardi to Levy, senior to senior. They've been doing that for a long time at Marple Newtown High School. Kearney thought about putting up the tray. Marple has regained a 1-point lead. Crate. Over to Hunyet. Taylor. Pushed by Brooke Impriano. A little bit of a ticky-tack foul there, but if you're a Cougar fan, you'll take it.
Yeah, and they didn't call that in the first half, so interesting.
Maya Valerio gets it into Annabelle Crate, back to Valerio. Valerio to Crate. Loses the handle, gets it back to Kearney for a short jumper. It's good. Caitlin Kearney's come out hot here in the third quarter.
Yeah, you see Mia. She's picking her up all over the floor now. Wherever Mastardi's going, Mia's right attached to her.
Cross-court pass into the corner. Levy looking more aggressive offensively. Shots no good. But they're going to call Annabelle Crate for the foul. You're right, Don. Marple's changed their strategy off from Mastardi to Levy. That's the thing about these Tigers. They have a lot of girls that can score the ball.
Yeah, I mean, Annabelle was doing a great job in the first half, not letting the ball get into her here. And early on here, she's been able to get the ball. And she's so strong with her hips. And she's got Annabelle back on her heels. Annabelle's just got to really stand strong here.
First free throw is good. Will Marple ever miss a free throw today, Don? If they don't, they're probably in pretty good shape in this game. Second free throw coming for Levy.
Yeah, 6 for 6 in the first half.
And 2 for 2 in this half. 8 for 8 for Marple at the free throw line. Free throws can win games. And this is a very experienced team Marple brings to the gym today. Now, despite being 8 for 8, they're only up by 1 point. Cougars pass to Hunyet. Taylor, shot, around and out. Rebound to Mary O'Brien. Here come the Tigers. Tigers with a chance to put a little bit of a gap between them and Springfield as we get to the halfway point in the third quarter. Marple taking it to the hole and getting fouled. They're being a lot more aggressive driving to the basket so far here in the third quarter. That'll be Mary O'Brien's turn to see if she can keep the free throw string going.
And that looks like her game. She likes to penetrate, get to the basket. I'd lay off her a little bit, see if she'll take an outside shot.
Do you think if we keep talking about these free throws, they'll miss one, Don? Free throw for O'Brien's up.
There you go.
They missed one. There it is. The jinx was on. Freshman Molly Clifford comes in for Springfield, replacing junior Sophia Ward. Second free throw coming from Mary O'Brien. In the air and in the basket. And we have a 30-second time out requested by Coach Wolski of Marple. So, Don, we have about 12 minutes remaining in this semifinal game. I have no idea who's going to win this game.
Yeah, I mean, it's back and forth. Bucket, bucket, bucket. Annabelle Crate with 3 now. She's probably not going to go back in until the fourth quarter. So you got 3.5 minutes to try and bear the storm here. Hopefully Grace Ellis can do a good job on Levy. Because Levy looks like she wants the ball for sure here in the second half.
For Springfield to win, they usually need to hold their opponents at least below 40, if not 36 or 37. Right now, the Tigers look like they could reach that 40-point mark if they get the lead and Springfield has to foul the way they're shooting their free throws. Very important for Springfield to stay tied or in the lead in this game. As play resumes, Springfield has the ball.
Maybe we find Caitlin on an open spot, or maybe Mia can get one of those patented penetration layups that she's good for.
Mia Valerio has the ball for Springfield. An off-the-ball foul by Ellie DeBona. That's the third team foul on Marple here in the second half. Springfield has 2. Valerio with it. Mia posted to Hunyet. Taylor drives to the basket. Backs in. Gets it to Grace Ellis. Puts up a shot. Round and out. Rebound to Mary O'Brien, and here come the Tigers. Down low. Great post-up move by Brooke Impriano. Wow, that was a great post-up move by Brooke. Marple up 4 with 3 minutes to go. Big shot for Hunyet, and Taylor Hunyet drains the triple to bring Springfield back to within just 1 point. Gritty team, Springfield on.
They got to just stop Marple from getting this inside here. You can't just let him post up.
There's Impriano again. Looking for Levy down low. They got it back out to Mastardi.
No.
Ball's kicked. I think we're going to see a lot of Levy, Mastardi, and Impriano for the rest of this game for Marple. They seem to be the primary players to score the ball for Marple. Marple brings the ball in from underneath their own basket. It's Mary O'Brien with it. She backs it out, guarded by Kearney. Mary over to Impriano.
It's not a good match.
Goes down the lane. Shots up, no good. Nice rebound by Grace Ellis, and here come the Cougars with a chance to take the lead. We're at the 2-minute mark remaining in the third quarter. Four players for Springfield down on the baseline. Valerio top of the key over to Kearney.
Yeah, we want to just keep this close till we get Annabelle back in the game here. No rush.
Valerio down the lane. Shot up, no good, but she's fouled. Mia saw the opening, and she's going to take that every single time. That personal foul will be on Brooke Impriano, and it'll send Mia Valerio to the line, shooting 2. That's the third personal foul on Brooke Impriano. First free throws in the air and in the bucket. That ties the game at 27. With 3 fouls, Brooke Impriano checks out. Sophomore Catherine Kirby checks back in. Marple's gone with just 6 players today, Don. Second shot short. Springfield's played 8 players so far in the game. Marple only 6. This is Mary O'Brien.
That's a push.
To the lane. Shot no good. Molly Clifford with the rebound. Coach McNichol says slow it down. Mia drives to the lane. Tries to get the ball over to Hunyet. And it's stolen by Marple. Here come the Tigers. Shots put up around and I don't think they're going to count that. Personal foul is going to be on Valerio before the shot.
Yeah, she banged her right below the circle there.
So that's Springfield's third team foul. Marple brings it in from under their own basket. O'Brien.
All penetrations. Just stay off for 2 steps.
There goes Levy to the glass. And a block called. We're going to call that on Taylor Hunyet. Coach McNichol does not like that call. Haley Levy is going to the free throw line. Coach McNichol is not happy. Having a discussion with the referee right in front of us. Now the 2 referees are talking. I wonder if Coach McNichol made a point here.
I think the Marple coach thought his player was hurt. That's why he ran on the floor. Coach McNichol's making the point that coach is not allowed to run onto the floor like that. It's a technical. Ask him. When the coach runs on the floor, she sends an automatic technical.
She made her point. Good point by Coach McNichol. It's heating up in the gym, Don.
That's what a tie game or a 1-point game in a semifinal does.
1:01 to go in the third quarter. A lot of adult discussion right now. When we get back to the game, Brooke Impriano will be at the free throw line, shooting 2 for Marple.
Levy got hurt, so someone on the floor has to shoot the shot. Impriano is going to end up shooting it.
That'll be Brooke Impriano. First free throws in the air and good. These Marple kids sure have good form on their free throws.
Come in.
Now we're going to bring Levy back in the game. I'm not sure what's going on here.
I think she has to sit out a play.
Second free throw for Impriano. In the air, in the bucket. Marple with a 2-point lead with 1 minute remaining in the third quarter. Mia Valerio with it. Over to Grace Ellis. Ellis. To Mia, to the glass. It's good. Mia Valerio with a driving layup for the Cougars. Ties the game at 29. Mary O'Brien with the ball, double teamed. There goes O'Brien to the glass, puts the shot up. It's no good. Looks like part of Springfield's new strategy is to double team O'Brien when she gets the ball out up high.
That's all that's her game. It's a drive. You just got to stay off her a couple steps.
So this will be a 2-shot free throw for O'Brien. Mary's first free throw is up and short. Annabelle Crate and Haley Levy check back into the game for their respective teams. Second free throw coming from Mary O'Brien. We have 29.5 seconds to go here in the third quarter. It's good. Tigers get a 1-point lead. And let's see if the Cougars can take the lead after 3 quarters with this possession. Valerio to Molly Clifford. Molly over to Caitlin Kearney. We have 18 seconds. To Crate. Annabelle with 12 seconds. Valerio with 10. Down to 6 seconds. Valerio stops. Goes to Crate. Shot is no good. They call that a clean block. That'll be the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, the visiting Tigers of Marple Newtown 30 and your hometown Cougars of Springfield 29. Both teams scored 12 points in that third quarter. So that quarter doesn't help us at all figure out who's going to win this game, Don.
No, and the big thing is Levy got going for Marple because we shut Mastardi down. She didn't even score. I mean, she may have only had 1 shot. So Mia's doing a great job there. We got to have Annabelle Crate step up here in the fourth quarter and shut Levy down.
So hopefully you'll want to mark this on your calendar. If Springfield wins this game, the Cougars will play for the Central League Championship against the winner of today's Garnet Valley game at Haverford at 6 p.m. on Monday at Ridley High School. The championship game is always at a neutral court, and this year that neutral court will be down at Morton Avenue with our friends from Ridley. We basically have an 8-minute game done.
Nobody really at the 1-on-1 yet. Springfield still can give one more foul.
What a tremendous high school basketball game. Two
Great
outstanding
atmosphere,
teams.
too, with the fans here.
Yep. Marple gets the ball first here in the fourth quarter. That could be to their advantage. O'Brien with it. Over to Mastardi. Nicky, guarded by Mia Valerio. They're trying to work the ball down to number 15, Haley Levy. Catherine Kirby's in the game for Brooke Impriano right now. There's Mastardi. Nicky backs in. Good defense. 3-point shot around and out. Annabelle Crate, strong rebound for the Cougars. And here comes Springfield with a chance to retake the lead. Let's see if Springfield tries to work it into Annabelle again here. There it is. There she is. Back to Mia. She thought about the three. Pass back to Crate is stolen. Player got their hands in the passing lane. And Marple with another steal on the defensive side of the ball. Good job by the Tigers. It's O'Brien with it. Guarded by Crate. Guarded by Kearney. Correction. Pass over to DeBona. To Levy, shots up, around and out. Taylor Hunyet with a strong defensive rebound for the Cougars. Valerio with the ball. Brooke Impriano at the scorer's table. She'll come back in at the first stoppage of play. Annabelle Crate to Caitlin Kearney. Kearney to Valerio. Annabelle Crate thought about the shot. Goes down into the paint. Not much there. They're double teaming her down there. Corner shot for Hunyet. A little short. That was a good look.
That was, and Taylor's been feeling it. She's been very confident with her shot. Take it again if she gets it.
We've played over 2 minutes of a scoreless fourth quarter. O'Brien with it. Mary backs it out to Levy. Back to O'Brien. There goes O'Brien driving to the glass. We have a travel called on Mary O'Brien. You're right, Don. They backed off of her there and forced the travel.
Yeah, Tara Hunyet left her player help defense there. It caused the turnover.
That really is her game. It's all go to the basket with her. Here come the Cougars. We have 5:36 to go in regulation. Valerio to Crate. Annabelle to Kearney. Kearney guarded by Nicky Mastardi. Back to Crate. Back out to Molly Clifford. Over to Caitlin Kearney. Kearney. They called an offensive foul on that play. It'll be Marple ball. Springfield's committed a number of turnovers here in the last few possessions. Cougars have to start getting some good shots off. Marple only leads by 1. But Springfield needs points. We've now played 3 minutes into the fourth quarter with no points. Mastardi, guarded by Mia Valerio. Mia gets the ball. That was a cat fight on the floor.
Yeah, Mia got her hand in there, tied it up.
Possession error belongs to the Cougars. So the hometown Cats get the ball here with 4:53 to go in regulation. Doesn't get much better than this.
Nah, it really doesn't. We got to get Caitlin a shot here. We got to find her. Or get her in that penetration and floater.
Caitlin Kearney drives to the baseline, goes to the glass, a little bit strong. Good move by Caitlin, just a little bit too hard off the backboard. Fell off the front rim, and here comes Marple, trying to extend their 1-point lead. O'Brien to Impriano. Over to Mastardi, into the corner. That's Ellie DeBona with it. Back to Haley Levy, to Mary O'Brien. Double teamed. Ball is stolen by Springfield. Here come the Cougars. Think there's a little defense being played out there,
It
Don?
is, yeah.
Amazing. We are now midway through the fourth quarter, and it's the same score as it was after 3. Let's see if the Cougars can break that spell and get the lead. There goes Kearney, down low. Have a reach-in foul called on Marple. That's their 5th team foul. Springfield has 6. So Marple has 1 foul to give. Springfield has no fouls to give. Long pass to Annabelle Crate, and Coach McNichol wants to call a timeout.
Yeah, Coach McNichol's got to be careful. She's got to hold, so she'll have 2 timeouts left.
You're right about the turnout today. We have a really good crowd across the way, and each corner is where the student body sits. They're pretty much filling up every row in that one section on both sides.
Yeah, it's great team spirit, great school spirit to bring them out. Marple's right on our elbow. It's a 10-minute ride, so it's great they all came out.
So when play resumes, we'll have 3 minutes and 49 seconds remaining in regulation. Marple clinging to a 1-point lead at 30-29, and Springfield will have possession of the basketball. What do you think Coach McNichol dialed up there, Don? Any ideas?
Maybe let's see if they do a set play for Annabelle here, because Annabelle's not really gotten a good shot in the second half.
Springfield will bring the ball in from under their own basket. Caitlin Kearney will throw it in for the Cougars. Impriano's back in the game. Marple has their starting 5 back on the floor. Pass into Crate. Out to Valerio. Into Crate. Into the corner. Hunyet for 3. Off the back rim. Fight for the rebound. Kearney gets it. Reach-in foul. That's going to be on Impriano, I think. That's her 4th personal foul. Team foul number 6. Let's see what Coach Wolski does here, Don. Think he'll leave Impriano in? 3:37 to go in regulation.
She's not their big offensive player, but they probably need her more for defense, is what they do. So they'll leave her and let Levy and Mastardi do all the work on offense.
Valerio into Crate. Annabelle. Back out to Molly Clifford. Over to Hunyet. We're at 3:29 remaining in regulation. Valerio to Crate. To Kearney. Got up and under, but didn't quite get it up enough because she was hacked on the way in. And that foul will send Springfield High School junior Caitlin Kearney to the free throw line, shooting 2. First free throw's in the air, a little strong, and back in. Back rim, front rim.
Shooter touch.
That ties the game at 30. Second free throw coming for Caitlin. It's up. It's good. Springfield takes the lead and shows press. Semi-press. They're backing off now. O'Brien with
I wouldn't play her anywhere but the 3-point line. Just push off on her. Don't let her drive.
Good pass into Impriano. Well-designed play by Marple, and the seesaw continues. Marple up by 1. Molly Clifford goes to the basket, doesn't get it. Fight for the rebound. Crate has it. To Valerio. Over to Hunyet for 3. Little short. Caitlin Kearney was pushed on that rebound. Nothing was called, and that was a frustration foul, I believe, by Caitlin. Unfortunately, Springfield's over the limit, so they're going to walk the length of the floor.
I think Caitlin got fouled on that. She was inside position on that offensive rebound.
Nothing called. So she retaliated, and now Brooke Impriano goes to the free throw line, shooting 1 and 1. First shot is up and good. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think Impriano's perfect from the free throw line so far today.
She's 5 for 5 right now.
Second free throw coming for Brooke. This could give her team a 3-point lead with 2:40 remaining in regulation. Second free throw's up, around and out. Annabelle Crate with the rebound for Springfield.
Just put the Cadge jinx on her again. That's good. We're going to need that with a minute to go.
Mia Valerio with the ball. To Molly Clifford. Clifford to Kearney. To Hunyad. Springfield passing it around the perimeter. There goes Mia to the glass. Shots up and good. Mia Valerio to the bucket. Ties the game at 33. Long pass down the floor to Impriano. Brooke looks shooterish. Goes up. Almost goes up. They're going to call a reach-in foul on Taylor Hunyad. Referees have become a little whistle happy here in the second half, calling it a lot more closely than they did in that first half. And once again, Brooke Impriano will go to the line, shooting 1 and 1. That's Springfield's 8th team foul. Marple has 7. First free throw's up and good. Second one from the charity stripe coming for junior forward Brooke Impriano. Shots around and out. Outstanding putback by Haley Levy gives Marple a 3-point lead. That could turn out to be a really big play in this game.
Breaks your back, just breaks your back. We're still down to 3, so Hunyad or Kearney.
Valerio out to Crate, to Mia. Springfield was a little bit stuck in the corner there, and Coach McNichol called that timeout from the sidelines. Good call by the coach.
Yeah, this is going to be a set play, I'm sure.
Well, we still have 1:42 to go in regulation. And as usually does in high school basketball, a lot can happen in these final couple of minutes.
Yeah, and I think hopefully Coach McNichol's telling him I'd probably foul 21 to bonus. She's not been to the line yet. All the other ones are offensive-minded players.
I also noticed that the point guard, the one who likes to drive, number 1, Mary O'Brien, she actually had 2 free throws that were short.
She's 4 for 6.
I agree with you. DeBona and O'Brien are the players to foul if Springfield needs to do that. I don't know about Haley Levy. My guess is she's pretty good, but I would not want either Mustardio or Impriano.
Yeah, Levy's 4 for 4, so I think it's 21 is who we grab.
Yeah, 21 or 1, probably 21. It'll be interesting to see if Marple takes the lead and gets into a position of going 4 corners. It'll be interesting if 21 handles the ball very much.
Yep.
So as play resumes, we have 1:42 to go in regulation. Cougars down 3, bringing the ball in from under their own basket. Passes into Valerio. Mia brings it out. Double teamed. Over to Kearney. Back to Mia Valerio. Springfield desperately needs points in this possession. It does not have to be a 3, although that would be nice if you're a Springfield fan. But at least a deuce here. Kearney. Floater, shot's no good. She's knocked to the floor in the act of shooting. That foul is called on Mary O'Brien. Really an unnecessary foul. That was a bit of a forced shot there. Springfield got a bit of a break with that one. 2 free throws coming for Springfield's fine junior player, Caitlin Kearney. She drains the first one. It's a 2-point lead with 1:20 to go in regulation. Free throws up, a little bit strong. Fight for the rebound. Annabelle Crate almost got it, but Haley Levy, the fine senior forward at Marple, got position and got that rebound for the Tigers. A bucket here makes it a 2-possession game, Don. This is a big defensive stop situation for Springfield.
They're going to go into, they're in their stall offense here. They're running off these top screens. We're either going to have to foul or double team somewhere here.
Impriano and Coach Wolski calls a timeout as the chess match continues. When play resumes, there will be 54.3 seconds remaining in regulation. What do you do if you're Coach McNichol? Do you start to foul now and hope they miss? When do you start fouling, do you think?
I down 2, so she's going to give it probably 10 or 15 seconds of defense, see if they can't double team, come up with a turnover. Otherwise, they're going to pick somebody to foul.
It's fun to watch Coach McNichol with the kids in the huddle. It's never-ending teaching by Coach McNichol for these girls basketball players at Springfield High School.
It really is. We are very blessed to have a tremendous coaching staff for the Lady Cougars.
What do they say in games like this, Don? Fasten your seatbelt? Something like that?
Let's see if Mia leaves the ball here. She's on a double team as the ball comes in.
Nikki Mastardi will bring the ball in for Marple. She gets it into O'Brien, guarded by Kearney. Loses a handle for a minute, but gets it back. Double team into the corner. That's Levy. Marple does not want... Going to call a push on Annabelle Craig. That will send senior Haley Levy to the line, shooting 1-1. After that foul, Marple will be in the double bonus. That's the 9th team foul for the Cougars. 2 big free throws here. First one's up, short. Annabelle Craig with the ball. Cougars down 2 with 38 seconds. There goes Mia to the glass. Shot short. Fight for the rebound. Comes out to Springfield. Kearney for 3. Rattles out. Fight for the ball. It's a walk. They're going to call a traveling violation on Nikki Mastardi. She had the ball, but she had both feet up in the air. Yeah. Nikki is not happy. We have 26.9 seconds remaining in regulation. And Coach McNichol will call another timeout.
So what do? You go for the 3 in the win, or you go for the 2 and tie it up?
That's a really good question. I would go for the best shot. Ideally, get fouled or get 2 points. However, if one of our best shooters has a wide open 3, why not?
Yep. And just make sure Annabelle's under the basket for the offensive rebound. Right. And they'll look for a shot right away, I'm sure. Even if they tie up the game, they'll try and tie it and then just play their good defense.
So the scores of games with these two teams this year have been 42-36, 29-28, and now this one 36-34. Tremendously competitive high school girls basketball. Both teams back out on the floor. Springfield will bring it inside court with Caitlin Kearney to trigger the inbounds pass. She gets it into Valeria. We'll watch the clock. Mia goes to the glass. Gets blocked. That was an outstanding play by Nikki Mastardi. Great defensive play by Nikki Mastardi. Springfield fouls right away, and Marple will now go to the free throw line. So, Don, the putback by Haley Levy and the defense right there by Nikki Mastardi, the 2 seniors on Marple's team,
Big
could
plays.
be the difference in this game. We'll see. Mary O'Brien to shoot 2. First one's around and out. It's going to be a 1-possession game. Super critical.
So hopefully they have their play in their head because we have no timeouts left. I don't know if it's Caitlin Kearney or Hun yet.
Need this rebound. Second free throws up, around, and out. No good. We have a reach. We're going to have a foul called on Brooke Impriano. That is going to foul her out. It's only the 9th team foul for Marple. So with 16.8 seconds to go, Taylor Hunyet will go to the free throw line, shooting 1 and 1. Wow. In the most recent game, 29-28 victory for Springfield. With 3 seconds to go, Taylor knocked down a free throw to defeat Marple. Let's see if she can knock down 2 here.
She's got to make the first one for sure. That game over there, she shot 2 and she made the second one is what she ended up doing over at Marple.
That's probably the last thing in the world that Coach Ryan Wolski wanted to have happen. A missed free throw and then an over-the-back rebounding foul to give Springfield a chance to tie the game.
Yep. And Coach Wolski, by calling a timeout, I think is actually helping the Cougars. Coach McNichols now setting them up on the defensive side. If she doesn't make both, who they're going to foul, how fast they're going to foul.
So Marple still has 2 timeouts remaining. And like you mentioned, Springfield is out of timeouts. So 1-1 coming for Taylor Hunyet. First free throw's up. It's good. And Coach Wolski will call another timeout to try to freeze the shooter. What was it, about a half an hour ago when there was, a minute 52 to go in the game, Don? Had 4 or 5 timeouts since then. Lots of stoppages to play.
It really has been a tremendous high school girls basketball game.
So once again, the winner of this game will play the winner of the game that's at Haverford right now, Garnet Valley at Haverford. The winner of these 2 games will play for the Central League Championship at 6 p.m. on Monday evening over at Ridley High School. Taylor looks pretty cool out there. She's ready to shoot the ball. Taylor shot up in the air, in the bucket. And the Cougars tie the game with 16.8 seconds remaining. There goes Mastardi with it. And another timeout. The final timeout has been called by Coach Wolski.
So this where it helps us, Impriano's not in the game because she's a good post-up player here. So more than likely, this is Mastardi. But I think Mia will take her out of this. This won't be Mastardi end up shooting. We got to watch Levy. I would almost double-team Levy and leave 21. Have whoever's covering 21 stay in the middle of the lane because 21's going to be in the far right corner for sure.
I'm glad throughout the game, as we let everybody know how much time was left, that we said left in regulation. Because we're only 12.6 seconds away from going overtime.
Yep.
That would be a fitting finish to this game, go overtime.
Well, if it got into overtime, it's going to be a foul shooting contest for sure.
Both teams are in the double bonus. I agree with you, Don. I think they'll try to work it down low to Levy.
Yeah.
And either get a short
Mia's
shot
going to give Mastardi too much trouble out front. You know what I mean? She's not going to get an open look for a jump shot.
Yeah, and these refs have been blowing their whistles pretty liberally here in the second half. So they're going to try to draw a foul here so that Levy can go to line, at least for Marple. See what happens. Mastardi bringing the ball in. Into the corner, down the baseline. Shots put up, no good. Rebound down to Marple. That's O'Brien with it. Long shot put up, no good. Springfield with the ball. Mia Valerio with 2 seconds. Long shot put up, no, it's going to be too strong. That's the end of regulation with the score. The visiting Tigers of Marple Newtown, 36. And your hometown Cougars of Springfield, 36.
How fitting this game goes to overtime. It's been a tremendous game.
Springfield outscored Marple 7-6 in that fourth quarter.
So do we get a timeout in overtime? Do you get a timeout assigned to you?
Well, we'll have to watch that on the scoreboard. I would think each coach would get one.
One timeout each, yeah.
So it's going to be one timeout for each. We're going to play a 4-minute overtime. Both teams are in the double bonus. They just put the timeouts up on the board. So Marple's on the floor, and here come the Springfield Cougars. Now let's remember that Brooke Impriano is fouled out of this game for Marple. Their substitute player also is number 2, Catherine Kirby.
Yeah, so there's another one to foul. But you saw how uncomfortable 21 was with the ball. I would definitely foul her, number 2, who just came into the game.
Let's see if Springfield can get the ball and get the lead here in overtime. Levy and Crate jumping up. It's back to the Marple Tigers, and here they come. Trying to get the first points in overtime. Mastardi goes in, floater, good. Nice move to the basket by senior guard Nikki Mastardi.
That's a left-handed shot. That's a big-time bucket there.
Valerio stops, gets it to Crate. Annabelle goes up, shot short, fights for the rebound. It'll be off of Springfield, and the early advantage here in overtime belongs to Marple Newtown. Springfield showing pressure. Mastardi gets it into O'Brien. Cougars back it out. Mary O'Brien with the ball, guarded by Caitlin Kearney. Over to Kirby. Catherine. Cross court to Levy. Thought about the shot. Gets it to O'Brien. Backs it out to Levy again. Levy's going to the basket. Backs it out. Marple penetrating and then backing it out. Happy with the 2-point lead. We still have 3 minutes to go. That's a long time in this game. O'Brien. Top of the key. Gets it to Catherine Kirby. Kirby guarded by Hunyed. Over to Mastardi. Nikki has the only 2 points here in the overtime so far. Going to have a foul called on Mia Valerio. That will send Nikki Mastardi to the free throw line to shoot 2. First shot's up, around and out. Second shot coming from Mastardi. That one's good. Marple with a 3-point lead. Cougar ball. Valerio. Over to Kearney. Caitlin. To Annabelle Crate. Crate. To Valerio. Back to Kearney. Mary O'Brien playing Kearney really tightly right now. There's a reach-in foul on Marple. So that'll send Springfield to the line to shoot 2. You're right, Don. So far, the extra frame here has been some free throw shooting. See if Mia can knock both of these down, get her team back to within 1. In the air. Round a little bit too strong. Second foul shot coming for Mia Valerio. It's up, it's around and good. 2-point lead for Marple. They have the ball. 2:18 to go in the first overtime. Double team coming. Hunyed chasing O'Brien around. Mary really handles the ball a lot for Marple.
They have to look for a double team here. If they're going to take one, there's one of the players to take one on.
Kirby with it. Over to Levy.
This is a drive. This is a drive.
Top of the key. Mastardi thought about putting up the tray. With her team up 2 in the ball, she's not going to take any chances. Into the corner to Kirby. Kirby. Hunyed on O'Brien. O'Brien Back out to Nikki Mastardi. Clock's ticking. We're at 1:25 in the first overtime. Mastardi. Going to be a reach-in foul on Springfield. That's probably not the player you want to foul, Don. Senior guard Nikki Mastardi goes to the line, shooting 2. With a chance to make this a 2-possession game. First free throws up and good. Second free throw coming for Nikki. In the air, in the basket. Springfield now needs 2 possessions to tie or take the lead in this game. Marple's up by 4. Neither team has had a lead like this for almost the entire game. Taylor Hunyet for 3. No good. Rebound to Haley Levy. Now we'll see who Springfield fouls. Mary O'Brien with it. O'Brien. Out to Mastardi. Nikki. Gets the ball into the corner. Almost stolen. They have a fight for the ball. Possession arrow belongs to Springfield. That's a break for the Cougars. 51.9 seconds to go in the first overtime. It goes without saying, Springfield needs a bucket here.
Yeah, definitely 2. A 3, wonderful. 2 will help 2, and then just foul right away.
Marple has outscored Springfield 5-1 here in the first overtime. We're down to 43 seconds left in the first overtime. Crate, Valerio for 3. It's good! Mia Valerio drains the triple. And an immediate timeout is called by Coach McNichol.
So she's setting the defense up for the rest of the game here right now.
There's that gritty thing again, Don. They just never, ever quit. So suddenly, it's a 1-point game. Even if Marple gets fouled and gets 2 free throws, it's still a 1-possession game.
Yeah, you got to try and not let O'Brien and Mastardi get the ball. Get it into the hands of 2 or 21, and then I'd foul them immediately. Let them go up and try and make one of the 2.
One thing we've been meaning to tell our viewing audience the whole game is to congratulate both Haverford and Springfield for finishing the regular Central League season tied for first place with records of 13-3. That no longer determines the league champion, but when you play for 3 months and you play 16 games, I think the regular season matters a lot. No matter what happens in these playoffs, the Cougars tied for the regular season championship here in the 2021-22 season.
Well, it's always good to have it at your home floor. That's the best thing about it.
Reach-in foul. Mary O'Brien will go to the line. We still have 32.2 seconds to go. Springfield has no more timeouts remaining. Marple has 1. Not sure what's happening here, but Ryan Wolski and Coach McNichol had their teams in a huddle. So is this an official timeout?
No, it's a 5th foul on Annabelle Cright. You get 30 seconds to put your sub in. You got to give Marple credit. They're getting the ball into the hands of the players they want to have the ball. O'Brien, Mastardi.
Grace Ellis will come in for Annabelle. Stepping to the free throw line. Shooting 2 is junior guard number 1, Mary O'Brien. First shot's up and good. The next possession arrow belongs to Marple.
Yeah.
Should there be a tie-up, that could be meaningful, but we'll see. Second free throw coming for O'Brien. In the air. It's also good. 3-point shot. Cougars need a tray here or a quick 2. Valerio with it. 28 seconds. Mia over to Kearney. Caitlin, top of the key, back to Mia. Over to Kearney. But guarding her out at that three-point line. Into the corner to Grace Ellis. Knocked out of her hands. We have a travel called on Springfield with 12.2 seconds remaining in regulation. Springfield needs a turnover at this point in all likelihood. Pass goes into O'Brien in the corner. And they didn't call the immediate foul even though she got fouled. There's another one. They finally called it with 7.7 seconds remaining in the first overtime. As a practical matter here, if Mary O'Brien can make just one of these two free throws, that will probably give this semifinal game to the Tigers. Sophia Ward comes in for Springfield. Caitlin Kearney just fouled out for the Cougars. That's a big shot because it's a 4-point lead now.
Yeah, it's 2 point with 7 seconds. That's huge.
Second free throw for O'Brien in the air. Also around and in the bucket. Ryan Wolski says no fouls. Here goes Valerio to the glass. Shots up. Short jumper. No good. That's the end of today's game with the final score in overtime. The visiting Marple Newtown Tigers 45 and your hometown Cougars of Springfield High School 40. In that all-important overtime period, Marple Newtown outscored Springfield 9-4 to win by 5, 45-40. So, Don, I guess what they sometimes say is, when at first you don't succeed, try again.
Yeah,
Marple tried twice, didn't get it done, but they won today.
Beaten 3 times, it's really hard. And that team's talented. They got good offensive players.
So Marple Newtown will move on to the championship game on Monday night at Ridley at 6 p.m. to take on the winner of the Garnet Valley Haverford game, which is probably already wrapped up since this one went into overtime. So check your local favorite website or local paper, and you'll see who Marple's going to play for the league championship. Springfield now will move on into district play. The Cougars will get a bye in the first round games next Friday, February the 18th. And the quarterfinal game against the winner of the 8-9 seeds will be here at the Springfield Blue Gym on Tuesday evening, February 22nd.
I mean, just a great high school game, and you see the balanced scoring by Marple. Mastardi ended up with 15. Levy had 10, O'Brien had 10, and Impriano had 10. You can't be any more balanced than that. And I think Mary O'Brien was the big difference in the game today. She's not always their leading scorer, but she played a great all-around game, controlled their offense, found the players when they needed to find them. For the Cougars, Caitlin Kearney ended up with 14. Taylor Hunyett had 8. Mia Valerio had 9, and Annabelle Crite had 9. All of hers were in the first half. She was sitting in the third quarter with foul trouble, and we really couldn't get her going in the second half.
We talked during the game about Marple's balanced scoring throughout the season, and it really did benefit them in this game today. Also, when Springfield had a shot to win in regulation, both seniors from Marple, Haley Levy with a tremendous putback on a missed free throw, and some tremendous defense by Nikki Mastardi on Springfield, really helped them get the game into overtime when they pretty much took it away.
Yeah. I mean, it's, you know, they were hungry. They wanted to do it. They did a good job today all around. They withstood the pressure from Springfield, and they made their free throws. They did very well from the foul line, and that probably was the biggest difference. They shot way more foul shots than us, and they made the majority of them.
So with that, it's a wrap here from the Blue Gym on a Saturday afternoon. On behalf of color commentator Don Mooney, my name's Don Cadge. It's been our pleasure to bring you this afternoon's semifinal Central League playoff game. Final score once again, the Tigers of Marple Newtown 45 and your hometown Cougars of Springfield High School